I chose to do my project over rapid rehousing for the homeless in the United States. So, to go ahead and get started, the statistics on homelessness in the United States, according to the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD's, annual point in time count in 2018, there was 552,830 people who were experiencing homelessness every single night. Over of all of those people, there are five subpopulations for the homeless community. So, like I said, overall there are 552,830 people. There are 372,417 people in the individual or single subpopulation, or 67%. There are 180,413 people in families, which is 33%. There's 96,913 chronically homeless individuals, which is 18%. 37,878 veterans, or 7%, and then 36,361 youths, or 7%. And they categorize youths as individuals that are 25 years old or younger. 40% of the homeless in America are actually African Americans, and gender takes a large role in homelessness as well. The majority of the homeless are males, and 70% of the males or 70% of the homeless in the United States are males, and 49% of that 70 are white American males. Between 2017 and 2018, homelessness has increased by 0.3%, or 1,834 people. However, in a long-term spectrum, homelessness has actually decreased by 38% since 2007. Unfortunately, homeless services are only equipped to offer beds to 70% of the homeless, which leaves 30% without a bed year-round. And this is where rapid rehousing comes into play. So, rapid rehousing began in 2008 by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, and ended up distributing $25 million to 23 communities just in that first year. Ever since then, the government has been working to improve rapid rehousing by funding more money to help get the homeless off the streets, or finding other programs to help fund for these houses. Thankfully, rapid rehousing is very effective when it comes to cost, because traditional housing is usually about $2,706 a month, whereas rapid rehousing is roughly only $880 a month. Rapid rehousing also has core components, and this is just something that every rapid rehousing program must have to be considered a federal rapid rehousing program. So the first category, category 1, is housing identification, which is to recruit landlords to provide housing opportunities for individuals and families experiencing homelessness, addressing potential barriers to landlord participation, such as concern about the short-term nature of rental assistance and tenant qualifications, and assisting households to find and secure appropriate rental housing. Category 2 is rent and move-in assistance, which is to provide assistance to cover move-in costs, deposits, and the rental and or utility assistance, which is typically 6 months or less, necessary to allow individuals and families to move in immediately out of homelessness and to stabilize in permanent housing. Category 3 is rapid rehousing case management and services, which is to help individuals and families experiencing homelessness identify and select among various permanent housing options based on their unique needs, preferences, and financial resources, helping individuals and families experiencing homelessness address issues that may impede access to housing, such as credit history, arrests, and legal issues, helping individuals and families negotiate manageable and appropriate lease agreements with the landlords, making appropriate and time-limited services and supports available to families and individuals to allow them to stabilize quickly in permanent housing, providing or assisting the household with connections to resources that help them improve their safety and well-being, and achieve their long-term goals, and ensuring that services provided are client-directed, respectful of individuals' rights to self-determination, and voluntary. When it comes to finding a debate against rapid rehousing, it was very stressful and kind of hard because rapid rehousing has been such a successful program for helping decrease homelessness in the United States. However, I did finally find one debate based out of Washington, D.C. So, Paul Dugan of the Washington Post reports on the faults of D.C.'s assessment of the rapid rehousing program. Dugan talks about how in D.C., advocacy groups argue that the rapid rehousing is failing and that officials are masking its problems with misleading statistics. DC's Department of Human Services says that the program has an 85% success rate, but a report from Washington Legal Clinic for the Homeless calls that figure an illusion. Washington Legal Clinic for the Homeless also says that large amounts of families are placed in apartments that are far too expensive for them to keep renting after the subsidies end. After the report from Washington Legal Clinic for the Homeless was released, 4 other organizations, Bread for the City, Children's Law Center, DC's Law Students in Court, and the DC Legal Aid Society, joined Washington Legal Clinic for the Homeless to try and have the program of rapid rehousing to be phased out. Fortunately, so far there have been no serious talks of phasing out the rapid rehousing program from a federal standpoint. In my opinion, I believe that rapid rehousing has been an amazing program implemented to help the homeless in the United States. Rapid rehousing is cost effective and helps multiple families and individuals. It also has a high success rate of people exiting homelessness. Homelessness is a major issue in all of the United States, not just one city or state, even though some obviously have more than others. But everywhere, and this program is helping decrease the extremely high numbers of the homelessness. I believe that even though there are setbacks and flaws to this program, like every program, this program has helped more than enough people become successful and get back onto their feet, and I think that is the most important factor of rapid rehousing. Going back to talking about rapid rehousing and what it does, it's one of the biggest policies to go with homelessness in the United States. Unfortunately, some states and cities are punishing the homeless for sleeping on the street, even though there are no indoor shelters available to these cities. One case in Boise, Idaho, arrested 6 homeless people for sleeping in public places. These 6 people ended up suing the city in 2009 because they believed that their constitutional rights had been violated. From 2006 to 2016, the bans on sleeping in public had increased by 31% in 187 cities. The bans on camping in public places increased by 69%. The case had been watched very closely, and in 2015, the Justice Department, under President Barack Obama, filed a statement of interest in it, stating that punishing conduct that is a universal and unavoidable consequence of being human violates the Eighth Amendment. So just like any other program, rapid rehousing can be advanced or bettered throughout time. There are 5 key strategies for advancing rapid rehousing. These 5 key strategies are to build the evidence, adopt standards of excellence and practice, make rapid rehousing part of a system, expand the role of local and state and federal partners, and acquire new resources for rapid rehousing. Building the evidence means identifying what is needed to build and advance knowledge of the effectiveness of rapid rehousing and improving the understanding of how best to deliver rapid rehousing and improving our understanding of how best to deliver rapid rehousing and inform the development of a research agenda. Adopt standards of excellence and practice means identifying the most important activities to promote the adoption of quality rapid rehousing programs, ensuring compliance with standards of excellence, and improving our understanding of what is good practice. Make rapid rehousing part of a system is ensuring that rapid rehousing is appropriately scaled and is integral part of a homeless service system and is supported by all key actors. Expand the role of local and state and federal partners means identifying the most important actions of the systems to ensure households being rapidly rehoused have the supports they require to achieve stable housing and to thrive. Acquiring new resources for rapid rehousing means to increase new resources for rapid rehousing through strategic use of funding, harness mainstream systems, and ramp up federal and state funding through advocacy. And then as a community, we can always volunteer to help things throughout our community. So you can volunteer through many different organizations to help with rapid rehousing. Through Volunteers of America's Rapid Rehousing Program, you can help Volunteer of America clients transition out of homelessness or crisis into permanent housing. Volunteers would work with clients for multiple different Volunteer of America programs, such as the Family Model, Volunteer of America's Home Emergency Homeless Shelter, and many other programs.